Hello, Narnach here, welcome back to Path of Exile. Before we head into the dreams of Kaom and Daresso, let's do a little pre-flight check. Infernal Blow. I used to spec it the exact same way as Dominating Blow because it was my leveling up skill. So I added splash damage, extra damage, fortify, the whole shebang. The thing is, right now I'm using Dominating Blow to deal with groups, just whole big groups of regular enemies, and we charm them, and usually it's 1 or 2 punches they join us. The thing is, Infernal Blow is therefore dealing with uniques for the bosses that just don't want to be convinced to join us. Then no, they die, and we just get rid of their corpses altogether. The thing is, that means we're dealing with single targets rather than with groups. So I took out melee splash and added back in melee physical damage, because melee splash is actually, it's a 60% mana multiplier, and it doesn't actually add more damage to the primary target. It only does less damage to the secondaries, and it increases the splash radius. So by taking it out, the melee physical actually makes it do a lot more damage. So currently we're dealing 2500 damage, and with the melee splash it was only 1800. So we're good in that regard. So next level we're gonna grab a dual socket, and that's gonna be level 38. So we also grab the cast when damage taken. I brought a dual with me, so then we can just hot swap while playing. So our Tempest Shield is gonna become a cast when damage taken. So I basically will actually start using it because I keep forgetting to cast it.
Perhaps this is it.
A bit bad at just remembering to cast it. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm actually casting it, of course, but I will probably forget within half a level. Also, you die. Let's see, cookies. So if you've been following the Grinding Gear games news or the Path of Exile news lately, then you've probably also noticed that things have been going a bit weird with the announcement of the short league that actually starts today. So the original announcement was like, yes, we're gonna start a 2-week league, a temporary 2-week league, and it's gonna be horrendous league. And then the entire community reacted something to the tune of, but don't we already have Perandus right now? So really, that's just kind of a bummer. We're expecting something fun. You know, flashback league or some kind of combination or something. And this was about 2 days after the news announcement that there would not be a racing season this season. It's going to be with probably with the next major patch, major league, so the one that follows after the Perandus league. But oh, there's nothing really coming, so I was like double bummer. And Grinding Gear actually responded pretty well to it. Also, I think this is the angry statues. So here we can just punch them to deaths. Rather than make him join us. Also, I want my golem back. Aha. Punch, punch, double punch, and they die. And the last one, yes. Thank you very much. And I want my golem back. Thank you, even more. Okay, so Grinding Gear actually launched a bit of a questionnaire poll thing for on their website. People could basically vote on what they wanted, and I listened to the community. So now we have a 2-week flashback league that has Perandus as a permanent modifier. Every day there's going to be Perandus. But it's going to be augmented with a rotating set of modifiers. So I think there's things like warbands and Nemesis and Beyond and all the good stuff that you basically know from previous flashback leagues. It's back. And the interesting thing is, at least to me, is that after the league, rather than rolling the characters back into standard and hardcore, they're actually gonna roll back into the Perendus leagues. So the hardcore Perendus flashback is gonna become hardcore Perendus, and the standard Perendus flashback is gonna be regular Perendus. Which is, I think it's a first that they have side events that roll back into the main challenge leagues. So that's gonna be interesting, because in the flashback league you can actually level a character pretty quickly. You'll face a lot more challenging mobs, and as a result you're gonna get more gear, you're gonna get more XP. Also a Ringleader. Explode please, thank you. So I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen with that. And I'm still a little bit in doubt as to what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna put this series on hold and do another one on the Challenge League, or if I'm gonna ignore it entirely and continue with this playthrough, or something in between, I don't know. But as you may have noticed in my monthly update, May is a crazy busy month. Ooh, there is Kiriaki. Okay, let's just convince all these little fellas to join us, and then we just punch the boss. Yes, we got him. Excellent. Well, May is crazy. There's lots of new games. I started playing the Overwatch open beta, which is a lot of fun. It's been years since I played shooters, so that's something fun to get back into. I think the game definitely has potential. Also, I also know that I'm definitely not good enough to make any kind of authoritative videos about it. Best I can probably do something titled like Noob Playing Overwatch, and see if I can just get lots of people to click it for laughs. So, don't think I'm gonna get a lot of content for Overwatch on the channel anytime soon. But it's still is fun to play with friends, and games like that are also just worth their while. Then over the weekend I've been working on a glitch base, new puzzler, first-person puzzle game with some programming elements, which is actually a lot of fun and actually pretty accessible. Just pushed the launch on the button, the launch button for that. And now more Path of Exile to just get a little bit of a buffer built up again. And I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do with the Challenge League for that. I have been, of course, spinning the idea around of doing something with a Facebreakers, which also has a summoning and things like that. So I might actually try that build idea and see how far I can push it in the Challenge League. Let's see. And, but it's also, I'm gonna be away for about half of the 2-week league, which is also a bit of an issue. Because usually with those leagues, you want to record at least one episode a day just to get all the different mod combinations in and just to progress. But in my case, it's probably gonna be the coming 3-4 days. I can actually record during the daytime, got some days off. And a weekend after that. And then probably a week of silence. Tricky. Alternatively, of course, in the build I could do something completely different. This needs a higher level. No, it needs intelligence. Oh, ow! I need to be intelligent enough to dominate things. Of course, it's more of a Templar skill, of course. It's AoE, it's melee, then and it has minions. That means Templar. Because minions is definitely an intelligence thing. Yes, you. Please join up. Thank you. And comes a stronghold. Yay! Final level of the levels. Because the other trade-off is, I mean, if I start in the flashback league and go full ham on it, sure, I'll probably be able to level a character relatively quickly. Alternatively, there though, if I continue with this one, I might actually get it to merciless in the coming month. Especially with the extra days, I can just record some extra content every day, and there might be a decent chance of gaining the achievements. Because I still want to get as many achievement points as possible. Even though I'm not entirely positive on being able to achieve the 36 achievements you need to get the Perendus portal. You, join us. Dang, this guy has a lot of life. But he's joined us. Good. So, socket, apply. Socket this one. So, in terms of defenses. Oh, wow, we still have a 40%. We got 1% extra chance to evade. We completely maxed out our lightning resistances. In terms of fire and cold, we're very much over resisting, but that just means I can actually drop some resistance, some gear to shift it to lightning. So I think over resisting in this case is a pretty decent thing. Also, totem is gonna go out now, and it's replaced by a cast more damage taken, which means Tempest Shield is now no longer an active skill, which is good because I will always forget to cast it otherwise. And let's just put both of our triggered skills in there. Hey, is that a 5 sockets? Cool, of course. The level is high enough for that now. You know what, let's empty our pockets and then move on to Kaom. King Kaom.
What is it, Exile?
So, yeah, fun times. Difficult choices to make. Let's see, this is armor, evasion. It's on par with what I have, but the block chance is less, there's no vulnerability in block, and of course there's no added damage. This is worse than what I've got. And I've got enough chaos rings as well.
May fear guide.
Okay. And these can now go into the sorting bin, and we'll deal with those later. Oh wait, maybe I should also open up the Perendus chest after killing its guardians. I might have forgotten that a couple more times before. Ooh, Valor. More minions. Let's see, this is a staircase up. Usually that is the right direction. Excellent. Okay, so Dominating Blow is now done leveling. Slightly unfortunate, but well, we'll fix that eventually. once we get a bit more into. Might manage to find a decent jewel that has some intelligence on it. But rolling decent jewels is pretty tricky, I found. You can spend a lot of orbs of alteration just re-rolling them and not getting anything useful out of it. Okay, here we go. So just infernal blowing him. And then we're going to Hairi, so let's do some charming. Charming, so nice to meet you. Just, I mean, these are ranged minions, and ranged minions are pretty nice to have in a fight like this. Well, unless he goes to, let's go dominating blow, then we actually charm these skulls. Chaos Orb. Nice. So, these are the longest living flaming skulls you'll probably ever see. Since they stick around for a good 20 seconds rather than their usual short duration. Okay, well, sell stuff. Move on to the next dream.
What do you want?
Because we got multiple dreams to wreck tonight. Or today, or tomorrow, or whenever you are watching this, actually. Ooh, Sparkling Claw. Sell all the things. And more currency. Especially the Chaos Orbs, as they are hard to come by, or I just have a habit of using them all. So it's always good to find them. Okay, Diala, here, keep an eye for me, please.
Ta-ta,
Thank
not
you.
a cockroach.
And then we move on. Also, someone killed our golem. Bugger. Okay. More turkeys. This is one of the nicest builds in these pits, because usually the more enemies stream in, the more frantic it gets, and the more tough the enemies get, the even more frantic it gets. But here you're just continuously dominating enemies, so it doesn't really matter. The stronger the enemies get, the stronger your army gets. And you really just grind through them. Boom. Always a couple of stragglers that don't want to cooperate. And more minions. Excellent. Blues. Please join the army. I know I make a very convincing argument here. So, take Flask. More chickens. We keep hovering at about 12 to 15 minions in a fight like this. You really start to compete with your own minions for kills. And of course after 20 seconds your own minions keel over. So it's relatively self-balancing, and if you add more duration to it, then your own minions will just last longer. And as a result, you'll start hovering at about 20-25 minions. Let's see, this doesn't look actually that scary. There. And that was that. Nothing truly exciting. Well, yeah, we're actually pretty on level. In just 37 area, we are 38. Bosses, so we just split them. Yeah, it was Infernal Blow. Oh, there's some totems. Doubling them back a little bit. Where is this leading us? Ooh. My horrendous puppets. Please join the army. I do insist.
You die rather well.
Excellent. They don't die, they join the army. Get your lines straight, man. Oh, there's the knee breaker. Fights like this, I actually still use the dominating blow, even though I was technically attacking a unique boss that couldn't be charmed. But the thing is, there's just lots of minions around, so the splash is probably going to charm some of them. Even though I was trying to whittle down the boss himself. Alternatively, you can just completely ignore the boss and just go for the minions. And then all the minions you've charmed will eventually grind down the boss as well. And if the boss tries to attack you, even better, since then you're just tanking for your minions. In this case, it's Bakul is an AoEer, so yeah, you don't really want him waltzing around, since he will take out your minions. He's just gonna go pretty quickly there. Murderize. An adequate performance. What? That's okay. Waypoint time. Yeah, empty our pockets. Just to have them clear.
What do you need now?
Let's see, pure int, decent resistances, but it's pure evasion. I'm not really a big fan. Scholar's Raiment with 5 sockets is not quite bad. That's level 35, so start finding them now. Oh, nothing truly exciting again. Wait, let's not use the waypoint. I think I've made, or the portal. I think I've made that mistake a couple more times in the past. We need just this one. Oh, and this is a dead end. Let's just rush on. Arena, hello there. You are gonna join my gang. I'll just browbeat you into submission. I can be very, very persuasive. Okay, and that was the gang. Well, part 1 of the gang. Let's go to new areas to expand. Let's for recruitment. Yes, this is a recruitment drive. Everybody join the gang, please. You guys, you throw stuff. That's good. Range minions, best minions. I'm still bummed that there are no skeleton archers that you can summon. That would be so nice. I think the availability of a new kind of minion, not like the zombie, but then ranged, so a permanent minion as opposed to the skeletons, would be pretty nice. But probably make me play a summoner in the next league. Also, we got this one, so now we're gonna move over and grab some stuff over here. Some nice life and regen over there. Yeah. It's like a bunch of bulls in a China shop. So no uniques here. Might be that this is the wrong arena. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, this is the wrong one. There's no uniques coming out. So let's charge back. See? We can move onwards. And there are the uniques. Excellent. Okay, you spin win. Stop spinning so you stop winning. Or however it works. Okay. Okay, that's another one gone. And I think the minions here dealt with the final guy. Hey. One more. Daresso himself. It's gonna be just me and the golem, and some statues for the first wave. Ooh, horrendous horde. Okay, I'm gonna ignore hordes, see how many minions we can assemble here. Ah, coins, okay. Gotta get all coins. As I said, it's not like I'm gonna keep the pets for like more than the first stage of the fight. Okay, Ring of Blades.
A king of swords is nothing if he cannot defend his
King of Swords is nothing. Well, you are nothing. Here. Okay, so Infernal Blow really packs a punch against this guy.
to victory.
Also, really just tanking his shields or his swords. They don't really do a lot. Well, this is a very blocky defensive build, right? So got almost 70% physical damage reduction against opponents of the same level. That's without anything boosting it.
Your glory will be remembered in
Well,
song
there's the
forever.
determination, of course, but that's a standard passive. We are good. So we completely walked over Daresso. Theoretically,
What do you need now?
that's supposed to give you confidence for the fight with Izaro. Ah, of course,
Go
we
where
can't
you are
actually
needed.
use the scrolls from there. Anything interesting? Dual resist. That's not quite bad. Let's actually put this away. I might have another character that could use it. And nothing
do you
truly exciting. Not for this build.
I'm watching you.
So that's it. Let's say hello to Lady Diala. Give her the eye. Let her laser beam the door open. Okay. boom. Belly of the Beast. So, next episode, as per my usual tradition, is to not go for Malachi, but I'm actually gonna go for the Labyrinth and face Zaro. Life is a little bit on the low end, 1150. On the other hand, my defenses ought to be rock solid with this. This is a huge amount of physical reduction. I've got decent blocking, completely maxed out resistances. And maybe no goal, but just gain a level or 2. But that's not really gonna result in more life. We need 4 more skill points to get to the Heart of Oak. So it's gonna have to see how we can do this. Well, Zaro has been nerfed, of course, since I originally did it in launch weekend. So I think we should be fine. And with that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next episode in the Labyrinth. Bye bye.